Marvel and Sony's third attempt at a new Spider-Man franchise. Does it hold up? Let's review right quick. I know some of you probably got confused when I said it was a third attempt at a Spider-Man franchise. Well, for all 6 of you that don't know, you know what? No, this time go Google what's going on between Marvel and Sony. We don't got time for it. Anyway, new Spider-Man franchise. The main plot of the movie takes place not too long after what happened in Captain America Civil War. That's right, instead of giving us a by-the-numbers Spider-Man origin like we've seen over and over and over and over and over again, he's already Spider-Man, but he's still new to it. He's just doing little stuff around his neighborhood. Like a friendly neighborhood spy, you know. Let me tell y'all something. This movie had me hooked in from the opening Marvel title. It's arguably the funnest and funniest Spider-Man movie we've had in a while. They even throw in a quick diss in the DC movies if you listen close enough. Some of y'all know what I did there just then. The movie's basically about Peter Parker balancing life as a normal teenager and a superhero while wanting to take on more large-scale threats, like the Avengers. Speaking of large-scale, the action in this movie is so good, y'all. It gave me just about everything I could want and more from a Spider-Man movie. The spider suit's super dope too. I like how it starts out all bulky and loose, but when he puts it on and taps on it, it adjusts to his body like the moving spider lenses from Civil War definitely grew on me. This movie shows they actually have a purpose. They show him all the different ways he can use his webbing, which I thought was really cool. And I like how Peter, unlike most Avengers, actually geeks out about having superpowers, like most of us probably would. Something else I noticed was that Spider-Man doesn't have his spider sense in this movie. They don't even address it. I don't know, maybe they'll have him develop it in a different movie. I just thought it was interesting. I'm probably gonna catch some heat for this, but I don't care. Tom Holland, sir, you are Peter Parker. Not only does he nail Spidey's witty sense of humor, but he actually looks like a teenager. And Tobey Maguire will always be my first live-action Spider-Man, but Tom is the best Peter Parker we've had on the big screen. Michael Keaton is really good as the Vulture. I'm honestly surprised how good they made him since he was kind of lame to me in the comic books. His motivation even makes sense. I was like, you are all the way wrong for that, but I get why you're doing it. It just goes to show that some of the best villains are the ones that feel like they're in the right. To him, what he's doing is justified. It also introduces other Spider-Man villains too, and I'll say this, if a comic book movie wants to introduce a bunch of villains, this will be the movie to learn from. It honestly doesn't feel overcrowded and it gives us just enough. I like that. I also really appreciate that they didn't overuse Iron Man. He's more of a mentor figure that just pops up from time to time. I'm happy to say the trailers have me worried for nothing. It's very much a Spider-Man movie. I really like how Peter's school was portrayed too. It showed a lot of kids with different ethnicities. It made it feel like an authentic school in New York City. I felt like I was really watching a bunch of high schoolers interact with each other and not a bunch of 20-somethings pretending to be high schoolers. Peter's best friend Ned was hilarious. I like their dynamic. You can really tell they've been friends for a long time. It's really interesting how even though they go to a school for kids that are into science, they're still considered losers among the other nerds. Zendaya's in the movie too. She plays the character Michelle, but she honestly isn't in it that much, but whenever she's on screen, she steals every scene she's in. Another character I felt the movie got right was Peter's love interest, Liz Allen. And she is the girl next door, but she's like the girl next door that you feel like Peter could actually get, not that ridiculously out of his league girl next door that movies usually do. Marissa Tomei comes back as Hot Aunt May, which is a change I'm really grateful for. Donald Glover, you know, Childish Gambino makes an appearance in the movie too, which I thought was really cool considering he set the entire internet on fire years ago for wanting to play Peter Parker. He even mentioned something that made me go, wait, does that mean, huh? And there is a reveal in this movie that everybody thought I was crazy for thinking. I should have bet money. I should have bet money on. And I like the little connections it has to the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, letting us know that yes, in fact, Spider-Man is back home with Marvel where he belongs. It is called Homecoming after all. And there are 2 credit scenes, one in the middle and one at the very end, so stay for both of them. Don't be one of those people that walks out of a Marvel movie before the credits are finished rolling. The rest of us just make fun of y'all when you walk out. We really do. But what did you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comment box, but until next time, be good or be good at it. Later on.